All right, so here we are, a brand new one. Let's bring it up. Since it's live, I gotta set stuff up, you know what I mean? All right, so let's get rid of this, and boom, here we are. freeCodeCamp, learn basic OOP, by building a shopping cart. Okay, so OOP, or object-oriented programming, is one of the major approaches to the software development process. In OOP, developers use objects, and classes to structure their code. Okay. In this shopping cart project, we're going to learn how to define classes and use them. We'll create class instances and implement methods for data manipulation. This project will cover concepts like the ternary operator, the spread operator, the this keyword, and more. All right. So for this one, we're just going to go through 1 through 30 for this first video, and then later we'll do 31 through 60. All right, so let's start the project. So it's going to kind of look like this. Doesn't really look like Amazon by any stretch, or a shopping cart by that. Oh, there's that. Well, anyway, so this isn't exactly like we would see on a real website, but it is what it is. At least we got something going on. So let's start coding, and now we're on to step 1. So we're going to be building a shopping cart application. The HTML and CSS are already provided, but we will need to build the JavaScript to make the page interactive. Give me just a second. So to start, we're going to need to get some of our elements from the DOM. We'll start by using document.getElementById to get the cart container ID, products container, dessert, and dessert card container IDs. We'll store them in variables named cart container, products container, and dessert cards, respectively. All right. Since these will not change, we're going to remember to use const to declare them. All right. So it seems like somebody different from the last one is making this one, but we'll see soon enough. What is going on? All right, there we go. I had to do something with the OBS. All right, so here we go. So we're going to declare these, but let's go look at the index.html first to see if there's anything crazy. It looks pretty standard to me. I don't see anything wild on there. Let's go over to the styles. Let's see. Nothing crazy. We've got the media query here. That must have something to do with when it was this size. Let's bring it over here. When it was this size, maybe if it's bigger, it'll look different. Who knows? So let's get out of this. So let's get out of this too. Get back to the JavaScript and let's do this. So we're going to start by doing document.getElementById for all these. So let's say const for the first one, cart container equals, and we'll say document.getElementById. And for this one, we're going to have the string products. Actually, let's do cart hyphen container. All right. So each one of these is going to have containers, so we might as well keep it like this. Let's drop it off. Let's cap it off with a semicolon. Select it all, copy it, drop it off 2 times like this. We'll change the second cart container to products container, products container. All right. And then we'll do dessert cards here. So dessert. No, there's 2 S's because dessert is twice as good as the desert. Card. There we go. All right. So let's change cart container to the second one to products container. And then we'll change this one here, this cart container to, is it dessert hyphen card container. There we go. So let's check the code. Looks good, and submit it. All right, now we're on to step 2. So now we're going to need to get our 2 buttons. Continuing this pattern, we're going to get the cart button ID and the clear cart button ID elements. We'll store them in variables named cart button and clear cart button, respectively. All right, so let's take these 2 and 3, copy that, highlight 4 and the end of 3, drop it off, change products container to cart btn. All right, the dessert cards will turn into clear cart btn. All right. And then we'll change these ones up to what they're going to be. So this one's going to be cart. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Cart. How about this? Cart. And then we'll change the container to btn. And then we'll change dessert to clear. Cart to cart btn. Like that. Let's check the code. Looks good. And submit it. All right, now on to step 3. So next is going to be our totals. We're going to get the totals item, total items, subtotal taxes, and total ID elements. We'll store them in variables named total number of items, cart subtotal, cart taxes, and cart total, respectively. You got it. So it's going to be 4 of them. So let's take these top 4. Let's take these top 4 right here. Copy them. Drop it off right here on 6. And then let's change cart container to total number of items. We'll go cart subtotal here. Cart, cart subtotal here. We'll do cart taxes, and then we'll do cart total here. Cart total. All right. Then let's change this one here. It'll be total. All right. So let's highlight the whole thing. Okay, whatever. Total. This second from the last one is going to be cart taxes. So cart. No, it isn't. It's just going to be taxes. Taxes. Then we're going to do subtotal. All right. Let's take that. Highlight this. Control V, subtotal, and then we'll have total items, total, and then items here. Items like that. Let's check the code. Looks good. And submit it. All right. Now we're on to step 4. So the last element is, the last element to get is the show hide cart ID element. And we're going to store it in a variable named show hide cart span. All right. Then we're going to use let to declare a variable named is cart showing and set it to false. All right. So let's do that. We'll say, we'll just get this last one right here, this 9, copy it, drop it off. And we will say, show hide cart span. Show, what is that? Okay. Show hide cart span. And we're going to change this to show hide cart like that. And we're going to use let to declare a variable is cart showing and set it to false. Let equals is cart. Whoa, let is cart showing equal false like that, right? So this one's going to be a flag right here. Let's put it on a new line since it's a let. This one's going to be a flag to show the cart, like right here where it says show cart. This is false. It's false right now, and then when we click it, it's true. And so that's what's going to happen right there. So let's come back over here and check the code. Looks good, and submit it. All right, now we're on to step 5. So a shopping cart does not serve much purpose without products. Very true. We're going to declare a products variable and set it to an empty array. Using an array will allow us to store multiple products. I believe it. So we'll say let products equal an empty array. Let's do let because I don't know if we're going to be changing it later or not. Check the code. Nope. They want it const. Const. There we go. And submit it. All right. Now we're on to step 6. Give me a second. I got to take a sip of some coffee. Gross. Ugh. So bitter. All right. So step 6. We now need to start adding products. Before we do that, we need to consider the structure of our product data. A product will need a unique identifier to distinguish it from other products. a price so people know how much it costs, and a name so people know what they're buying. We should also add a category to each product. All makes sense. This is definitely somebody different from the last few because this stuff makes sense. You know what I mean? Or it's not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll be able to tell later if it starts really pissing us off. So we're going to add an object to our products array and give this object an ID property set to the number 1, a name property set to the string vanilla cupcake 6-pack, and price property set to the number $12.99, and a category property set to the string cupcake. Okay. So we're going to do objects. We're going to do an object inside of here. So let's start with the object, empty object like this. Drop it down here, and we're going to give it the ID property set to 1, comma, and then we'll go to the next one, and we'll say name is going to be string vanilla cupcakes 6-pack. This sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Let's have a comma. Price. Here's price is now going to be $12.99. Right? And then we're going to have category. Category is cupcake. Cupcake. Let's put a comma at the end just in case we got to add more stuff later. Check the code, looks good, and submit it. All right, now on to step 7. So following that same data structure, we're going to add products from the table in order to our products array. Increment the ID for each product counting up. This has got to be something different because the other person does this all for us. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. All right. How many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of them. Oh, man. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Live stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This sucks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put a 0 here. 11. Let's put a 1 here. 12. Awesome. Don't forget the comma. All right. So now we're doing French macaron. French macaron. Macaron. French macaron. Pumpkin cupcake. Pumpkin cupcake. Chocolate cupcake. Chocolate cupcake. Right? Chocolate pretzels 4-pack. $10.99. These guys have to be in California because these prices are pretty ridiculous. Or they just have never been in the grocery store. One of the two. Chocolate pretzels 4-pack. All right. Chocolate pretzels 4-pack. Chocolate pretzels 4-pack. There's no way. I mean, these chocolate pretzels better be as big as my hand. You know what I'm saying? For $11. Strawberry ice cream on the next line right here. Strawberry ice. Is it 1 or 2? 2, even though it should be 1. Cream like that. Then we're going to have vanilla cupcakes. No. Then we're going to have chocolate macaroons 4-pack. Let's take this while we're here. Chocolate macaroons 4-pack. Chocolate macaroons 4-pack. Where are we? $9.99. Come on. That is freaking expensive. Strawberry pretzel butter pecan ice cream, strawberry pretzel, butter pecan ice cream. Did it say strawberry pretzel? Weird. All right, strawberry pretzel, butter pecan ice cream, butter pecan ice cream, butter pecan ice cream. Okay. Where are we? Rocky Road, vanilla macaroons, lemon cupcakes. I'm not going to remember that. Rocky Road. Oh, what the hell? What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. French macaroon. I took the first one off of here. What a dunce. All right. We're going to have to pull a fast one. I'm going to have to take this one. X. Drop it right here. All right. Call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Welcome to the live stream. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now we're back in business. What were we on? Rocky Road ice cream. Rocky Road. Let's take this. Copy. Paste. Rocky. That's not how you spell Rocky. Rocky Road. Hey, Mooley. You love my vids? Hey, thank you. Road ice cream. I'm glad they're helping you out. So what we got here, the next one is going to be vanilla macaroons. Let's take this one while we're here. 5-pack. Come on now. Let's take this one since it's got pack in it. So vanilla macaroons, let's put it right here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Turn this 4 into a 5. And then the last one will be lemon cupcakes 4-pack. Let's take vanilla cupcakes. We already got vanilla cupcakes down there. Lemon cupcakes 4-pack. All right. So there we go. Shh, cross your fingers. No, we're not done. We're not even done. We got to change these prices. $3.99, $3.99, $5.99. Okay, let's do the $3.99s first. $3.99, $3.99. Then we've got $5.99s, which we only have one. $5.99, and then we've got $10.99, which we only have one. So $10.99 on this one. Turn it to 10. $2.99. Take the one off. Do we have any more $2.99s? One, $2.99. And then these other two ice creams are $2.99. All ice cream, $2.99. All right. Now we've got macaroon is $9.99. $9.99. Let's do it. Macaroon. $9.99. These are so expensive. They better be good for these kind of ridiculous prices. $4.99 on the chocolate pretzel. What the hell? Where is it? $4.99. Was it this one? Strawberry pretzel? Oh, yeah. And then $11.99 on the vanilla macaroons. And then these are going to be $12.99. The lemon cupcakes must be better than the vanilla cupcakes since they're a lot more expensive per. Who knows? Check it. Nope. Oh yeah, we got to change the things. All right. Macaroons, cupcakes, pretzels, and ice cream. That's all we got. So let's take macaroon here. Change this one. Change this one. Change this one. Cupcakes, we got ice creams. We'll take this here. Ice cream. ice cream, ice cream. And we also got pretzels. Yeah. Set the pretzel with a capital P. No, pretzel. Okay. Let's do this one and let's do that one. Any other surprises? Hopefully none. Your ninth object. This one. Oh, yeah. That's not how he spelled ice cream. You got it now? Okay, there we go. Awesome. Just what I wanted to do. All right. Step 8. So now that we have our list of products, we can use JavaScript to insert them into HTML. With this approach, if we decide to add more products, the HTML will automatically reflect that. We're going to start by calling the forEach method for our products array. We'll use arrow syntax to create an empty callback function. Okay. Start by calling it on the products array. So we'll say, where's products? Is that this thing? Products.forEach. Okay. So we'll say products.forEach. And then we'll have an empty callback inside of here. Check it. Looks good. And submit it. All right. Now on to step 9. So we're going to remember that we can use destructuring to extract multiple values from an array or object in a single statement. This might be the same person because this person says remember a lot like the other person in the last one. So maybe I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe yesterday's or the 2 days ago, maybe that person made it at the end of the day and was like just rushing through. Who knows? Give me a second. All right. Ugh. Pardon me. Ugh. So we're going to remember that we can use data destructuring to extract multiple values from an array or object in a single statement. Gotcha. And if you forgot, let's come over here and do destructuring assignment. Destructuring assignment syntax right here. And basically, like right here, we can say A and B this is A in an array and this is B in an array. Or we can do it like this, or we can do it all kinds of different ways, all right? So for the first parameter of our callback function, we're going to destructure the name, ID, price, and category properties from the object passed in, all right? So we'll say inside of here, name. We'll say const name. Then we'll copy this, drop it off 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Const name, const ID, const price, const category. Hopefully that's what they want. No. How do we do that? I forgot. All right, let's go look. All right, when we want to do it like this. All right, let's say const. Instead of that, let's do const an object. Let's say name, ID, price, category. Let's see if that works. Nope. What do you want? How do you want this? Does it need to equal something? For the first parameter, oh, it's a parameter. Okay. Let's take this, copy it. Actually, let's cut the rest of it. Let's drop it off in here. How about that? Okay, that's what they want. And submit it. All right, now we're on to step 10. So we need to display the available products in our HTML. We're going to start by using the addition assignment operator to add an empty template literal string to the inner HTML property of the dessert cards variable. Okay. We need to display the available products in our, we'll start by using the addition assignment to add an empty template literal string to the inner HTML property of the dessert cards. All right, so we'll say dessert cards dot inner HTML equals a template literal like that. Let's cap that off with a semicolon. Check the code. Nope. Come on now. What? Oh, plus equals. What am I doing? Boom. Check it. Looks good. And submit it. All right. Now we're on to step 11. So in our template literal, we're going to create a div element with a class of dessert card. Gotcha. Okay. So in that div, we're going to create an h2 element and give it the text of the name variable. Gotcha. All right. So let's make the div. Move it over. Div, close, div, div, close div. All right. We're going to give it the class of dessert card. So class equals, and then we'll put in here dessert hyphen card. All right. And then inside of here, we're going to create an h2 element. So let's drop that down twice. H2, close H2 like that. And then we will put, what did it say? The text of name. All right, so now we've got this for each of these. Okay, I like that. I mean, it is what it is. Let's check it. No, it's not good enough. Our H2 element should have the text of the name variable. Of the name variable. What am I doing? Let's do a template literal. And inside of this, we'll have, what is it? Product.name or just name? Name? Okay, here we go. All right, so yeah, now we've got this. This looks a lot less stupid. Let's check it. Looks good. And submit it. All right, now we're on to step 12. So after our H2 element, we'll create two P elements. We'll give the first a class of dessert price and a text, and the text of price of the price variable with a $sign in front of it. Okay. We'll give the second a class of products category and the text category :space followed by the value of the category. Okay. So we're going to do two P elements. So let's do the first one. Let's bring this back. Do the first one, P element. And then the second P element. Come on. The first P element, let's close the P element. Inside of this, we're going to give it the class of what we were going to do. Class, there we go, equals, come on. Class equals dessert price, dessert hyphen price, okay? In the second product category. So let's highlight this, drop it down. Product here, product, and then we'll go category here, category, all right? And then this, we're going to give it the price variable with a $sign in the first one. So inside here, we'll say $sign, then another $sign, then the curly braces for the embedded expression, and we'll put price in there. Okay, so we can see it has $sign and then the price. All right, and so for the next one, we'll say category :space, and we will give it the value of the category variable. So we'll do another embedded expression, and inside of here, we will say category. Cupcake, macaroon, cupcake, cupcake, pretzel. Gotcha. Check the code. Looks good. And submit it. All right, now we're on to step 13. So finally, after our P elements, we'll create a button element and give it an ID set to the value of the ID variable, the class of btn space add to cart button, and use add to cart for the text. You got it. So another P element. No, a button element. All right, so let's just create a button right here. Open button, close button. All right, we're going to give it the class of that stuff that it says. Class equals btn and then space add hyphen to hyphen cart hyphen btn, and then we'll say add to cart inside of here. And so we got this going on right there. We'll say add to cart just like that. And so we got all these add to cart buttons in there now. Looks good. Well, I don't know if it looks good. Nope, didn't look good enough. Oh, ID set to the value of the ID variable. Okay, so we'll say ID after the class. We should have put it before, but what, it doesn't matter. So ID equals, and then inside of these parentheses, we'll have the template literal, pardon me, we'll have the embedded expression, and we'll put ID in there. All right, so now let's check it. Looks good, and submit it. All right, now on to step 14. So we are already familiar with an HTML class. We are. But JavaScript also has a class. Yes, this is something that I have yet to learn fully. In JavaScript, a class is like a blueprint for creating objects. It allows us to define a set of properties and methods and instantiate or create new objects with those properties and methods. The class keyword is used to declare a class. So here's an example of declaring a computer class. So we would say class, kind of like we would say object or const, and then we have computer, and then we have a set of curly braces after it. So we're going to declare a sharping clock. We're going to declare a shopping cart class. We'll say class shopping cart, and we can see it's capital. What do they call it when it's camel case, but with the capital in the front too? Upper camel case. Okay, so we can see it's upper camel case right there. And then we're going to have this going on like that. So let's cap that off with a semicolon. Check the code. Looks good. And submit it. All right. So now we're on to step 15. Classes have a special constructor method, which is called when a new instance of the class is created. The constructor method is a great place to initialize properties of the class. So here's an example of a class with a constructor method, right? So we've got class computer, and inside of these curly braces, we've got the constructor right here with a set of parentheses, and then after that, a set of curly braces. And it looks just like a what is that thing called? It looks just like a function, all right? So let's do that. We'll say we're going to add an empty constructor method to the shopping cart class. So constructor, like this, constructor, how about that? All right. And then we got this like that. Interesting. So let's check the code. Looks good. And submit it. All right. Now we're on to step 16. Give me just a second. You gotta have to yawn and a stretch sometimes and a sip of coffee. Because learning is boring. Unless you're, if you're me, learning is boring. I think it's boring. Anyway. So now we're on to step 16. So this keyword in JavaScript is used to refer to the current object. Depending on where this is used, what it references changes. In the case of class, it refers to the instance of the object being constructed. We can use this keyword to set the properties of the object being instantiated. So here's an example. Class computer, constructor, this.ram equals 16. Okay. In our but what does that mean? Like, this is not the first time I've gone over this, but I always forget what's going on here. So depending on where this is used, what it references changes. Okay, let's look at it. Let's read it. I'm going to read it again. So this keyword in JavaScript is used to refer to the current object. Is it the computer object? Is that what they're talking about? Or that's the class. What's the object? Is the RAM the object? What are you... So depending on where this is used, what it references changes. In the case of a class, it refers to the instance of the object being constructed. Okay, so we're creating something with an object with the constructor. It refers to the instance of the object being constructed. So, okay. So we can use the this keyword to set the properties of the object being instantiated. So here's an example. We've got class computer constructor this.ram equals 16. Okay. So in our constructor, I should say, we're going to use this keyword to set the items property to an empty array. The items property. Are we still inside of this? No. Items property. Oh, we haven't even made that. Okay. Also, we're going to set the total property to 0 and the tax rate property to 8.25. Okay. Pardon me. So this dot items equals an empty array. So we're creating properties. This dot total equals 0. This dot tax rate equals 8.25%. Okay. So, okay, this is what we're doing. This. Anyway, so let's check the code. Looks good and submit it. I always forget about what's going on with object-oriented programming. So our shopping cart class needs the ability to add items. We're going to create an empty add item method, which takes two parameters, ID and products. Creating a method might look like this. So we got class computer, then we've got the constructor this.ram equals 16. Okay, and then we've got add ram amount as a parameter. Huh? Okay. And then this dot ram plus equals amount. Huh? Huh? Hold on. I've learned this before, and it's just as confusing as it was when I first learned it. Okay, whatever. So we're going to do something like this. And we're going to give it two IDs, two parameters. So the first parameter ID is the ID of the product the user has added to their cart. The second parameter, products, is an array of product objects. By using a parameter instead of directly referencing our existing products array, this method will be more flexible if we wanted to add additional product lists in the future. Okay. Okay. We're going to create an empty add item method with two parameters, ID and whatever. So add item. And then we're going to have ID and products. Okay. And then we're going to do this right here. I guess we don't have to do anything else right now. All right, check it. Looks good and submit it. All right, now we're on to step 18. So we need to find the product that the user is adding to the cart. We're going to remember that arrays have a find method. We do remember that. In our add item function, we're going to declare a product variable and assign it the value of calling the find method on the products array. I feel like we're missing some key information here. Not gonna lie. I feel like there was something that they forgot to tell us. And I don't know what it is. So we need to find the product that the user is adding to the cart. Well, remember that arrays have a find method, and in our add item function, we'll declare a product variable. So this is a function? I guess so. We'll declare a product variable and add it and assign it the value of calling the find method on the products array. So we'll say const product equals products dot find. Just when I felt like this, whoever made this was redeemed, they went and unredeemed themselves just as quickly. So we're gonna, for the callback to find, we're gonna pass a function that takes a single parameter item. So we'll say item and returns whether the ID property of item is strictly equal to the ID parameter passed to add item. All right. So item.id strictly equals the ID parameter passed to add item. ID. Okay. So this ID is not this ID. This ID is this ID. Okay. And this ID is this ID. And this product is this product. And this product is a new variable. So that's how that's going. Check it, looks good, and submit it. All right, now we're on to step 19. So yeah, let's go back. So back on 17, when we were going about this garbage, what they forgot to, I just realized what they forgot to tell us is this is a function. So we're making a function inside of this entire computer class. This is the constructor that constructs a what is this thing called? An item. This thing, so this constructs the item, and this is going to be a function that we're going to run on the items. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let's go to step 19. So now we're going to use const and destructuring to extract name and price variables from the product. Okay. Use const and destructuring. So const we'll do name comma price. Is that what you want? Equals name and price equals const name equals name const, or maybe it's the other way around. We'll see. Const, price equals price, or is it the other way? I don't remember how to do that. Luckily, we still have destructuring open. All right, so here this is. Here this is. What are we looking for? Okay, here this is. So let's switch this up. Nope, still no good. What do you want? How do we do this? I forgot. All right, let's look at this some more. Const name price equals product. Let's see that. Product. All right, const. Let's do name. Name, comma, price equals product. Check it. Okay, so that's what they wanted. So yeah, if you need to remember this, just go to the destructuring assignment syntax over at MDM. Look at this. So this right here is A and B is being extracted out of object, just like name and price is being extracted out of product. That's what they mean right there. Okay, and submit it. So yeah, right now we've got this thing makes it to where now we've got a name and a price variable that equals the name and price out of product. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So now we need to push the product into the cart's items array. We're going to remember to use the this keyword, right? So we'll say items dot push this dot items. No. This dot product. This dot product. That can't be it. That's what I thought. Items array. This dot items. Now we need to push the product into the cart's items array. We're going to remember to use the this keyword. This dot items. Items dot push this dot items. That sounds so stupid. No. This dot items equals product. How about that? Equals push product. This dot items. Okay, so that's what they want. All right, so we're doing this, whatever this array is, dot items, dot push, and we're pushing the product into there. Okay. Let's submit it. I hate the thing I hate the most is like we doing this garbage, right? And then we don't see what's happening anywhere. We can't even see what's happening. They don't even tell us how to see what it looks like, what's being changed. It's just do this, do that, do this, do that. Okay. Voila, magic. Oh, thanks, man. Give me a second. Oh God, what a bunch of macaroons. Oh. Every single day, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. So here was step 21. So we now need a total count of each product that the user has in the cart. We're going to declare a total count per product variable and assign it an empty object. Okay. I guess it's on the next line. Okay. Const total count per product equals empty object. Drop it down. Check the code, looks good, and submit it. All right, now on to step 22. So now we're going to use the for each method to loop through the items array. We'll pass an empty callback function that takes a single parameter dessert. For each through the items array. So this dot items dot for each. This dot items dot for each. Empty callback with a dessert parameter. Dessert empty callback function. Let's check it. Looks good and submit it. So confused. I don't know what we're doing right now. So in our for each callback, we need to update the total count per product object. Pardon me. Using the ID of the current dessert as our property, we're going to update the value of the property to be the current value plus 1. And we're not going to use the addition assignment operator for this. Okay. We need to update the total count per product object using the ID of the current dessert. Dessert.id as our property. We're going to update the value of the property to be the equals value dessert.id.value equals current value.1 plus 1. So we're just going to say plus plus. Check the code. Come on now. We should use the bracket notation to access the property of this. What? Why does it need to be bracket? Isn't it just ID? All right. Using the ID of the current dessert as our property. We should use dot notation. Isn't that what we just freaking did? Come on now. So we should use bracket notation to access the property of this total count per product. Oh, is that what? What are you talking about? So we're going to put total count per product. Total count per product. Then we'll wrap dessert in brackets. Come on. We should use dot notation to access the ID property of dessert. Dot ID inside of it? That can't be. That's what I thought. Oh my God. What are they trying to tell us here? We should use these. Okay. In our for each callback, we need to update the total count per product object. Okay. Using the ID of the current dessert as our property. Dessert.id as our property. Update the value of the property to be the current value plus 1. Do not use the addition assignment operator for this. Total count per property dessert dot ID. Let's just dot ID plus equals 1. Is that what you want? Plus, don't do that. Plus, why do you not want to use the addition assignment operator for this? What are you saying to me, man? What is this? What kind of crap is this? We're just going to look at the next one. I don't give a I don't care. What the you piece of garbage. All right. So yeah, we're going to do this plus, no, equals. And then we'll do this. Plus 1. Is that what you want? No. What did it say? Total count per dessert.id. What a bunch of garbage. This is obviously, this is just as shit. I hate this. Honestly, I hate this. This is not effective learning at all. This is just frustrating people. Well, it's frustrating me. Maybe you're cool. You know, maybe you're cool, but this is frustrating me. So there we go. Submit it. All right. Step 24 after cheating. How was I supposed to know? How are we supposed to know what that says? Like they think that writing words is going to convey things perfectly. No, words are not as effective as you nerds believe. Not you, my beloved listener and viewer. You as in these characters. They think that these words are conveying more than they are. Okay? We need words, we need audio, we need animations, we need everything. Plus, we need more than that to get this through into our heads. Because I don't know, maybe you guys understand this stuff, but there's so many complaints about how difficult this is. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, whatever. Let's get to it. Step 24. So we now have a small bug. Oh, do we? How are we supposed to know that? So when we try to access a property of an object and the property doesn't exist, we get undefined. This means if the dessert, let me pull this thing up real quick. Just remember, these guys are not doing this for free. Okay? They are not doing this for free. They are getting paid for it, and this is what they've come up with. Okay? Remember that. So we now have a small bug. When we try to access a property of an object and the property doesn't exist, we get undefined. Oh, okay. So this means if the dessert isn't already present in the total count per product object, we end up trying to add 1 to undefined, which results in nan. I don't know. How can somebody understand what this says after they just got so pissed off from not being able to complete step 23? How are we supposed to read this and say, oh yeah, you're forgiven. We forgot the fact that you just completely ruined our day with the previous step. Yeah. And you know how I know that you guys are probably getting pissed off at step 23 too? Because I'm not special. I'm not different from anybody. And if I'm getting pissed off at it, clearly somebody else is too. Maybe you. So to fix this, what's going on, XGen? Really? It says, all right, let me go to, now that you say that, let me go to, freeCodeCamp. No, to Codeman S. Codeman S. Let me come over here. Open up the live. Go to, I mean, it looks good over here. Let me push pause. No, let me push. Keep playing. Push mute. Settings. It's in 720 over here. And it can go up to 1080p. It looks pretty good. But maybe it's not perfect. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, it looks pretty good, so I don't know. Maybe change the resolution? I don't know, honestly. Probably your phone? Okay. Well, whatever it is. It'll probably be good. I'm pretty sure these are good after the fact. After it's done being live, I'm pretty sure these are good quality when you watch the actual recording, right? So anyway, let's get back to it. God, this is making me so angry. So to fix this, we can use the OR operator to set the value to 0 if it doesn't exist. We're going to wrap our right hand total count per product at dessert.id in parentheses and add the OR 0 at the end of the expression. All right, cool. Yeah, just let me know if you got any other questions, XGen. So let's do this. To fix this, we're going to use okay. Wrap the right hand, this thing here, in parentheses. And add or 0. Does that work? Okay, no. Total dessert, total right hand. This is on the right. Am I wrong? Total count per product dessert ID. Did I not just do that? Did I not just do that? To fix this, we can use the OR operator and set the value to 0 if it doesn't exist. Wrap our right hand total count per product dessert ID in parentheses and add 0. Add or 0 to the end of the expression. Is that not exactly what we just did? Is there something else? Do I need to put plus in, put the plus inside? Nope, that's not it. What else do you want? What else we're gonna have to cheat on this one too. We're gonna have to cheat on this one because what else? How else could that be done? You piece of crap. You piece of crap. You piece of crap. You piece of crap. This piece of crap. Is this not the end of the expression? This is what they want, according to that thing that according to how we cheated just now. I cheated just now. This is what they want. Is that not, how is this the end of the expression? That's not the end of the expression at all. The end is after the one, isn't it? I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go absolutely wild. And submit it. 5. We got 6 left until break time. These guys, they're not doing it for free, guys. They're not doing it for free. This M doesn't mean a word that means free. That means million right there. $4.28 million in this year. The year 2022. They're not doing this for free. Okay. So step 25. Now we need to get prepared to update the display with the new product the user added. We're going to declare a current product count variable and assign it the value of the total count per product object's property matching, the ID of product. Okay. Now we need to get prepared to update the display with the new product the user added. We're going to declare a current product count variable and assign it the value of the total count per product object's property matching the ID of product. Okay, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Const current product count equals. Assign it the value of the total count per product object's property matching the ID of product. Equals. What the hell is this saying? What is this saying? Assign it the value of the total count per product object's property matching the ID of product. Do we do a template literal and say total count per product, and then we'll have this and we'll say property matching the ID of product. ID? Nope. Should be the current product count. You piece of crap. Current product count. We should assign the value of total count to .id. Product.id. I swear, it makes me feel like I'm stupid, but I know I'm not stupid. Product.id. How are we supposed to know this? How on earth does this sentence translate into this right here? How on earth does this sentence translate into this? I swear, it's like these guys have never heard of ChatGPT and said, here, can you please translate our disgusting garbage explanation and put it into something a real person can understand? Let's see if ChatGPT can do such a thing. Give me a second. I got to do this real quick. I don't know what I got going on. Give me just a second. Okay. Let's see. $20 a month. That's all this thing costs. I mean, it looks like you got $20 a month, fellas. Make this simpler to understand, as if someone who is new to coding is reading it. Create a variable called this. Set current product to the number stored in for the product's ID. Set current product.count to the number that is stored in. Nope, just as stupid. I think that maybe after looking at this, I think that maybe the entirety of programmer dumb, let's call it, is actually people who have no idea how to convey anything effectively. Okay, it doesn't matter. Check it, looks good, and submit it. All right, now we're on to step 26. Because look, this whole thing right here, ChatGPT, is written by people that are coders, and they're just inserting everything on how to learn to code into this thing. So this thing only knows how to explain it poorly, just like these guys. Everybody just knows how to explain it poorly. Can I do better? Maybe. We'll see. Step 26. So we haven't written the code to generate the HTML yet, but if a product has already been added to the user's cart, then there will be a matching element which we'll need. What? We haven't written the code to generate the HTML yet, but if a product has already been added to the user's cart, then there will be a matching element which we'll need. We're going to need a matching element for a product that's already in the cart. Okay. We're going to use the getElementById method to get the matching element. We'll be setting the ID value to product count. Okay, this. And then we're going to have the template, the embedded expression product.id. So we'll use a template literal to query that value. Then we'll assign our query to a current product count span variable. All right, let's double click this and take that first. We'll do const this, and then we'll add span to the end of it. And now we are doing document.getElementById. And then we will do a template literal inside here. Product hyphen count hyphen for hyphen ID embedded expression product.id. Okay. So there's no middle ground. It's either hold your hand and tell you exactly how to do it, or confuse you to where you're swearing and cursing and hoping that they have horrible days. There's no middle ground with whoever wrote this. No middle ground. Behavior. So this person isn't even American to start off with, or is it Canadian? Oh my God, I'm just gonna freaking punch the screen. Or even worse, it's an American that uses behavior. That would be even worse. Oh my God. The behavior of an ad I'm not knocking you guys that aren't American. I'm saying that people writing in English better have an exactly strong grasp of how to use it when they are trying to tell other people what to do in English. You get what I'm trying to say? But whatever, let's go. So the behavior of the add item method needs to change if the product is already in the cart or not. We're going to create a ternary operator. This guy's got to be from England. Why would they leave operator out of this? We're going to create a ternary operator that checks if the current product is already in the cart. We're going to use undefined for both the truthy and falsy expressions to avoid syntax error. Pardon me. All right, what is the behavior? All right, we're going to create a ternary operator that checks the current product. We're going to use undefined for both the truthy and falsy expressions to avoid a syntax error. Add item. What do you want? So, what do you want? What does this want? What does this thing want? Create checks if the product is already in the cart. How do we know? Product.id, is that how we know? Thanks. Hey, thanks. Not nice. I'm also not nice. Product.id question mark undefined. This is so stupid. Undefined? Is that what they want? I don't think that's what they want. Nope. We should check if current product count is greater than 1. Oh, of course. What an idiot. I'm so stupid. Current product count greater than 1? Undefined or undefined? Okay, there we go. Just what I was going to say next. Yeah, how is somebody supposed to... I know people are pissed off. I know people are pissed off on this. Okay, I know it. Is this thing... Hold on, I got to make sure I got a limiter going on here. Check, 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 check. Is that too loud when I say it like that? Filters. Limiter. It says I got a -6 limiter on this. Check, 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 check. But it said it was going to like over whatever decibels. Anyway, whatever. So yeah. What was I trying to say? You know, making people pissed off at your thing is not a good way to at your lessons isn't a good way for them to learn, because now I've really got like this, I can feel it in my brain, the part of my brain that is furious. Woosah, woosah, chill out, chill out, chill out. Yeah, I'm not a freaking monk. Okay, I'm not a monk at the Shaolin temple. Reading the problems is confusing sometimes. You are correct. You are correct. You'd think that they would be able... Now, if they were doing this for free, like basically I'm doing, you know, I'm not making no $4.28 million in 2022 to do this. You'd think I would say, okay, I'll cut you some slack, guys. You ain't making no money, just like I'm not making no money. But they're making a lot of money, and I'm making no money, relatively speaking. So whatever. Let's go to step 28. So for our truthy expression, removing the undefined. For our truthy expression, removing the undefined, we need to update the... What the hell is this saying? For our truthy expression, removing the undefined, to remove the undefined? Is that what you're trying to say to me? We need to update the text content of the current product count span to be the current product count followed by an X. We're going to use a template literal to do so. I'm about to go. Oh, so we're going to be remove the undefined. For the truthy expression, remove this. Okay. We're going to update the text content of the current product count span. Current product. Let's just take this. Wordsworth over here. Freaking William Shakespeare over here. dot text content equals current product count followed by an X. Current product count, and we're going to put this in a template literal. All right, followed by an X. So we'll put an embedded expression, and then inside of this X. Current product count. Followed by an X. Okay, so put this in the template literal. And then follow it by an X. Okay, there we go. Which code editor do I use the most? It was VS Code, but like later today, I'm going to start doing the, what is it called? Later today, I'm going to try to do like Power World mod, and it says the Visual Studio 2022 is the way. So I'm going to start using this the most. But it was VS Code. So there's that, and submit it. All right. Step 29. For our falsy expression, we'll need to add new HTML to our products container. We'll start by removing the undefined, then use the addition assignment operator and template literal syntax to add a div with the class set to product. What? Start by removing this, all right? And then we're going to use template literal to add a div with the class set to product and the ID set to desserts with a embedded expression of ID to the inner HTML property of the products container. What do you want? So products container.inner HTML, products container.inner HTML now equals EDX. I don't even know what EDX is. What's EDX? EDX code editor. No. Never even heard about this. This is the first time I've heard about this. Okay. So let's get back to it. What are we doing? Start by, okay, we're going to add a div with the class set to product. So add, should we do the addition operator? With a div with the class set to product. All right, let's do a template literal. We'll do a div. Close div. Class set to product. Product. ID set to desserts. ID equals desserts. Embedded expression ID. That seems like what they want. Almost. Check it? No. Come on. Our div should have the ID set to dessert ID. All right, there we go, and submit it. It's not a code editor? Well, what is it? It's a website where we learn to code. Is it better than this? EDX. Is it better than this? Because if it's better, or does it cost money? Register for free. Is it better than this? Because if it's better, we're switching. Because I'm getting tired of these clowns, honestly. So we're good here, and submit it. Now we're on to step 30. So inside our div, we're going to add two P elements. We'll set the text of the second P element to be the value of the price variable. Inside our div, add two P elements. Okay, so we'll have a P, P, close P. Set the text of the second P element to the value. What? We're gonna have two of these. So the second one's gonna be the value of the price variable. Check it. Looks good and submit it. All right. Well, that's 30. We're done for now. So is it better though? I'm asking 3FF. Is this thing better? Is EDX better than freeCodeCamp? Is EDX better than freeCodeCamp? I mean, I've gotten to the beginning of the Harvard one, but the thing is, the Harvard one's like as hard as for me, the Harvard one's hard. If we compare EDX to freeCodeCamp, it's evident that EDX has higher value for money than freeCodeCamp. FreeCodeCamp, you don't even pay for though. Talking about the overall quality of content and learning material, if we compare EDX to freeCodeCamp, we can see that better content quality is offered by EDX. Yeah, but is bid degree, this seems like it's probably a paid review. It feels like this is a paid review. Ah, here we go. No, we'll do that later. All right, so anyway, so that's the end of this. We're going to do step 31 through 60 after I take a break. I'll probably get onto it at about 3 o'clock Central American time, if you want to check it out then. Other than that, hopefully you guys got to this point without getting as frustrated as I did. But, you know, I get pissed off at this stuff. Thanks, guys, for watching while I did this. And we'll see you at, what did I say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock? At 3 o'clock.